Hi everybody, I'm Ryan, and today we're going to talk about the standard metagame over the course of the past week. We'll look at what the top decks are and what they do. So let's jump into it. At the very top, with 12.2% of the metagame is Gruul Aggro. In second, actually sharing second, is Dimir Midrange and Esper Bounce. In third is Mono Red Prowess, and his fourth is the 4-color Xur slash domain deck. If you want to look at this for a little bit longer, feel free to pause the video, but let's talk about these decks, starting with Xur. Now, the Domain Overlords 4-color Xur deck, whatever you want to call it, is a deck that capitalizes on Up the Beanstalk by playing Overlords where you can cast them for their impending cost, but Up the Beanstalk still sees them as a spell that is 5 or greater, so you can draw cards off of it, and Leyline Binding, which you can cast for 1 mana and then draw a card off of Up the Beanstalk. In addition, there's a combo with Xur Eternal Schemer where you can activate Xur on an impended Overlord and then attack with the Overlord and still get that attack trigger. This is essentially a control deck that just plays giant haymakers with a combo that is really, really nuts and can get crazy card advantage with Up the Beanstalk. In fourth, Mono Red Prowess is your classic Mono Red deck, focusing more on being super aggressive, more than the Gruul Aggro deck even. Staying super low to the ground, also having some pretty powerful mice synergies with Heartfire Hero, Emberheart Challenger, and Manifold Mouse being able to trigger them every single turn, and Rockface Village also doing the same, though costing a bit of mana. And it's all about beating their opponents as fast as possible. Sharing second place, Dimir Midrange, which is climbing back up very slowly. Dimir Midrange is exactly what it says on the tin. It's playing midrange cards. The new versions of it attack the hand a little bit more with Oil Deep Gear Hulk and Deep Cavern Bat. But other than that, attempting to attack the hand, go 1-for-1 with removal spells and counter magic, and playing creatures that get things out of the way and do a lot more than what's on the tin, like Preacher the Schism, Floodpitch Drowner, copying these really good cards with Mockingbird, and drawing a ton of cards with Kaido and Enduring Curiosity. Sharing that second/third place is Esper Bounce. Esper Bounce is one of the premier, I guess, sort of combo tricksy decks in Standard. It plays a bunch of these permanents that do things when they enter, and then a bunch of cards with sort of an additional cost to return your own permanents to their hand. So you can reuse these creatures and enchantments and stuff over and over, those enter the battlefield effects, by using the quote-unquote downsides of these other cards like Nurturing Pixie, Fear of Isolation, or This Town Ain't Big Enough. It's extremely powerful, especially once the engine gets going. Then the most popular deck in Standard is another red deck, is Gruul Aggro. It takes the shell of the mono red deck that we've already talked about and adds some green cards that make it a little bit more powerful and give it a little bit more longevity, while giving up a little bit of its like all-in speed, like Innkeeper's Talent and Questing Druid. It's trying to do the same thing as the mono red deck. It's just these green cards, again, add sideboard cards and add the ability to kind of add the staying power. So this is the standard metagame, but that is the standard metagame. If you like this video, please be sure to like and subscribe. Check me out on social medias. Links are above me and in the description. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.